Good evening everyone, and good morning and good afternoon sa ating mga ML Loves at ML Tropas at sa mga manonood natin for tonight. So we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to the comeback episode of Oshi Talks, an NFT 48 special. And you know what, it's been, 2 years since the last time we had this, no? The last time we had this one was 2024 pa, no? When we had the ML48
Wow.
second generation member,
August.
Miho Hoshino. Yeah, it was August 2024. And you know what? We do have our guest here. Mamaya natin siya i-intro. But anyway, good evening sa ating mga co-hosts natin for tonight na sina Nate and Kuya Joe. And by the way, Sir Rob will gonna follow soon after. No? So yeah, before we proceed further sa ating guest introduction, yeah, kindly share the live, folks, sa ating mga NF Tropa, sa mga ML Loves, and of course sa mga fans ng ating guest, sa mga followers niya online, no? So, and also shoutout din nga pala sa ating mga manonood din sa iba pang parte ng mundo, of course. Shoutout din kay former ML48 member Grace na naging guest din natin sa Oshi Talks. We hope that they're all safe there. Hindi natin expound pa kung anong nangyayari doon, but yeah, I hope naligtas sila doon. So, with that being said, wag na natin paligoy-ligoy pa. So, i-introduce na natin ang ating guest. So, Kuya Joe, would it be alright if you would do the honors?
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, Eva fans, Idol fans, MLFs and MF Tropas, we welcome you back to the comeback segment, episode, Oshi Talks, and now we present to you the the former ML48 top aspirant, now who had her journey as a chemist and now a certified doctor. Please welcome former ML48 aspirant, now known as Doc Aria Carino.
Thank you. That was Thank you. Also, I'd like to compliment you on your voices.
Yeah, thank you so much. And great to have you here.
Thank you. It's been a while since I've had an interview like this. I mean, I don't think I've ever been interviewed about MNL 48.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this is the first official interview kind of, because I've never really talked about it ever since. Yeah, so thank you.
thank you. So, good to
Our
have you
pleasure,
here.
Doc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good day.
So yan, we would like you to introduce yourself and may tagline din ba if may tagline ng aspirants, please do introduce yourself using it.
All right. Okay, I'll do what I remember. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Arya Carino, your chemistry idol from Antipolo City.
Oh.
Chemistry
Hello.
idol then doctor now.
Yes, sir. Doktor na si Madam. Teka, let me just read here. Actually, lahat ng mga may connection sa AKB48, 48G, nasa Wikipedia yan. Or nasa AKB48 wiki yan. And let me just bring out here yung tagline doon sa kanyang poster. Sabi niya dito, "Let me charm you with my talent and cute smile." But the thing here is the word cute, it was spelled with the symbols of copper and
Copper.
tellurium in the
Tellurium.
periodic table.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Right. That was one of my taglines. Yeah, I remember that poster. I vividly remember editing that on Canva, I think, and then submitting it last minute. And I kinda had help from my chemistry friends back then, asking them for, a witty tagline for that poster. But yeah, I do remember that. Okay, that does seem like a much better tagline, but the one that I use for my videos, Showtime, ML48, the promo videos, I just mentioned chemistry idol. But you know what? Thank you for reminding me about that. I love that poster.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay po, Doc.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Parang ano siya, parang going back to memory lane na parang di mo na maalala yung mga pinagsasabi mo that time. Pero through that wiki, parang
Oo, parang through that wiki, parang all coming back to you.
Yeah, nostalgic.
Yeah, nostalgia. Yeah.
okay, now let's proceed to this question. Kumusta ka na after leaving MNL48? Like what? 8 years ago na pala.
8 years ago.
Kumusta ka
Actually,
na after leaving MNL48?
well,
And ano nang pinagkakaabalahan mo ngayon?
Okay. Well, okay, let's do it from when I just left MNL48. Of course, I was, really heartbroken because I wanted to stay in the group, but then my circumstances during that time wouldn't let me. So I'm happy I chose the path I chose, which is becoming a chemist and becoming a doctor. I'd say I don't have any regrets because I am pretty fulfilled with the career that I have now. Yeah, so I didn't practice as a chemist. I did have internships in chemistry jobs, but then my first was really becoming a doctor, which I'm doing now. So that's what I've been busy with recently.
Oh, trivia. She withdrew prior to the group's debut along with fellow aspirant Eunice, which by the way, get well, be in remission Eunice. I don't know if nakita niyo sa YouTube channel niya, pero hopefully she gets well. Ayun lang.
Okay. Oh.
yeah. Wish her well.
We wish her well. So, the next segment that we have here is ano na to? This is all about your idol journey.
Okay.
So, unang-una is how did you discover MNL48?
All right. I remember when I was in my teens, early teens, watching the reality show of AKB48. The one I forgot the name of the hosts, but then it was like a comedy reality show, and my Kami Oshi back then was Tomochin, so Tomomi Itano, and then ever since then I've been hooked with AKB48. So that was from teens up until I joined MNL48. So when I found out that AKB48 was going to have a sister group here in the Philippines, I didn't hesitate to join. I said, "Oh my goodness, this is my chance. I would be one step closer to my Oshi." As soon as they announced the auditions, I quickly made my audition video. I think back then it was just a singing video, and then you post it along with your pictures on your profile, and then you ask people to vote for you. And it was a pretty exciting experience for me because I really loved AKB48.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yan, salamat po. Okay, Kuya Joe, what are the other questions that we have here? I think that you have to do the honors, Kuya.
Oh yeah. Since nabanggit yung idol journey, most of it has been through his parents' era since you joined prior to the debut of the group. Are there any stories that you haven't shared from before? Anything that is okay to share? Can you tell us some parts of your journey that you haven't previously shared?
Which I haven't previously shared. Okay. So the bulk of my MNL48 journey, I was with my barkada. My barkada was really my support group back then. So my barkada was mainly Ash, Val, and the twins, Faith, and I was also pretty close with the group that I was always with, meaning the group that I always danced with on Showtime. So that included Alyssa, Gab, who else? Yeah, those are pretty much and Trixie. Yeah. So
Hence the collab sa TNT doon.
yes, hence the collab with DNE. Okay, so memories during MNL 48. You know, to be quite frank, huh? That phase of my life was a pretty dark phase because on one hand, I wanted to pursue my dream of becoming an idol. On the other hand, I was juggling that with the rigors of academics because I was in my final year of UP chemistry back then. So it was a really tough time juggling both the group and my studies. So, um, what I mean by it was a dark phase of my life was I had a really hard time coping with all the stress, physical, mental, emotional. And because, I would hear from the administration back then, the coaches, that they were a bit disappointed because unlike the other girls, I wasn't consistent with going to rehearsals. They would always get mad at me. That's the synopsis of it. They would always get mad at me because I wasn't consistent with rehearsals, and I couldn't blame them because the other girls they really let go of everything for this idol dream of theirs. So their studies, everything. They went all in with MNL 48, and so they were able to go to all of those rehearsals consistently, which is what um, the coaches and the admins wanted at that time. The most memorable moments, I would say it was spending time with my bestest friends, Ash and the other idols that I mentioned. But the bulk of it was really quite unpleasant for me, if I may say so myself. My friends say,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but the reason why I had to quit is because the management back then gave me an ultimatum. So they told me either you choose showbiz and stay with the group, let go of your studies, or you quit and pursue whatever you want to pursue outside of showbiz. So I went with the more logical choice for me at that time, which was to finish my studies. So yeah, those were the most memorable moments, I would say.
Yeah.
I think what's important naman is you were able to, ano naman, you were able na ma-pursue pa rin what you want to pursue. So, that's a really, really good thing. At
Right,
least, Doc.
right.
Yeah.
No regrets. No regrets. I do love the experience of joining and going through that experience with my friends. But then I'd say I don't have any regrets. I love what I'm doing.
I think parang na-expand na siya kahit papaano, no? Parang you gave us an overview of what your answer is to the next couple of questions. So the next questions here is actually about like the struggles that you've had as an idol.
Struggle.
Yeah, even
A lot. Oh, okay. I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
sige, isa-isahin na natin. One by one.
Himay natin. Okay. So number one, pressures from the management, no? I'm not sure if it's the same management now, but during my auditions in Showtime, it's not, no? Yeah, that's what I meant. But during my auditions in Showtime, I remember there were a couple of there were a couple of people who were really, upset with me that I wasn't going to all of the rehearsals. In a week I probably missed one or two. So they would get really angry with me and they would call me out in front of all the girls. So that was what really got. I don't know. That was traumatic experience for me being called out in front of all the girls, all their parents, the guardians. Everyone would stay silent, and then one person would get mad at me and say that, "So why were you late? Why didn't you go to this rehearsal?" And I would always say, "Oh, I had an exam. I couldn't miss because I was missed so much schoolwork and school activities. I couldn't miss this one." And they were like, "Well, that's not an excuse." I said, "Sorry, it really was inevitable because if I want to graduate this year, I really have to go to this and that and take this or that and that." That was number one, the pressures from the admin. Number two, I'd say, would be the pressures and the criticisms from the public. I mean, I had a lot of support from my fans back then, but then there would be a couple of few who would comment about my appearance. For example, I did gain I did
Okay.
gain some
Okay.
weight, leading up to my quitting. So I'd see comments from my Twitter saying, "Oh, what happened? Oh, you look so much better if you lost a little weight." So it was pressures from management, pressures from the public, receiving all of this judgment, and not knowing how to cope with the stress of academics. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Grabe, isa-isa yun ha. So ayun, maraming salamat po for that. Like I said, this is like a safe space for all of us to say everything. Ito, alam niyo parang eksklusibo. Yeah, this is really, really exclusive to us. Maliban na lang sa mga nakakapanood. So, I think you mentioned earlier about like some of your barkadas, right?
Yeah.
Na-mention mo sila earlier. Now, I think you can start talking about like your friendships with them. Siguro pwede siyang quick kasi we will also talk about a member na, by the way, if I told you this dati, na the new management is actually your batchmate from the first gen, Abby.
Oh, yeah, you did
Ayan.
mention. Yeah, when we saw each other in the cafe.
Oo.
That's interesting.
Oo.
Okay, that's interesting that at least she knows the struggles of the idol. Okay, so friendship, like pretty quickly, I was really close friends with Ash because we were going through the same thing. Ash was also in college. She was in DLSU. We have the same struggles, same academic struggles, and she was really my rock at that time, my confidant. She would hear all of the things I was upset with. She was the person I would rant to, and yeah, I'd say Ash was the closest to me back then because we did share the same. And I'm happy that
So what about
that Abby is now.
happy that what? Sorry.
Yeah, she's in the management na, no? That's great. I think that's great.
Actually, it's a new management na eh. Parang ang nangyari was that ano daw eh. Parang transition ba? Parang ganun. Which by the way, we would like you to talk about the current general manager if you have any interactions with Abby back then. So, how would you describe her? Yeah.
Okay, Abby, I'd say we were definitely friends, but I guess just weren't in the same friend group because we had sort of our cliques back then. But I had a lot of pleasant experiences with Abby. I think she's beautiful inside and out. But I don't think we've ever interacted in a way in the same way that I interacted with Ash. I don't think I've ever confided in her. But if looking back, I were to hang out with her more frequently, I feel like I would have confided in her.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Ito yun talaga.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ako last na. Para sina Kuya Joe naman at Kuya Ed. Which is by the way next. For our top 2 gifters or sa mga gustong magpa-evaluate about their own Oshis. Which by the way, heads up po, limited lang po ito to first generation because we know Arya was a first generation aspirant and never made it to the final lineup. So, sa mga top gifters natin so far we have Sir Rob and Heartless. So, kung meron kayong gustong ipabudol na member or parang a member that you want Arya to talk about, please do so. Sa akin my last trail Kamiyoshi. Attorney na siya ngayon, which is by the way nakaka-proud for her. Gem.
Oh my gosh, actually,
Wait, or law
Law
student.
student or attorney? Well, either. That's a
What's up, Doc?
sweet.
Doc.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us more
Wala ba?
about his last real coming out? She an aspiring law student, Jem.
Right. Right. Oh my goodness, I did not know. Congrats to Jem. I love Jem. Okay. So Jem, she is so sweet. I did have a deeper friendship with her compared to the other members, but it's because she's genuinely just a sweetheart. Every time I talk to her, it would just be us complimenting each other, and then I think we have pictures together. I just couldn't. I don't know if I can pull them up. But Jem is such a sweetheart. I have nothing bad to say about it. She is just amazing. And the fact that she's pursuing law, that is a huge feat. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, thank you for that. What about sa inyo, Kuya Joe? Kuya Edge?
Okay, ako muna. I would like to know more since nabanggit si Jem ang kanyang friendly who is now one of the two captains of ML, none other than ML48 Dana. Do you have any experience with her, or what was your impression of her
Okay,
back then?
Dana. Dana, I was also close with. I think even before we joined MNL 48, we were already friends, mutual friends on social media. So Dana, okay, I have one really funny experience with Dana. We had a photo shoot. Oh no, we had the rehearsal and photo shoot, and I was driving my car back then with her. So I had her in the passenger seat. We were going back to ABS, I think. And then I wasn't really familiar with the road. So imagine, I was driving, Dana was beside me, and then I was on the wrong lane. So a police officer called me out and asked for my license. Asked for my license. So me being the good citizen I was, I mean, me being the good citizen I was, I gave my license and then I explained to him, ay kuya, hindi po kasi ako familiar sa road po na to, pasensya na po. Tapos sabi ni kuyang police officer, okay ma'am, pero hindi ko po mababalik yung lisensya po ninyo, kailangan nyo sa City Hall. Sabi yun din, we were already late for the rehearsal. We were already late for the rehearsal and I was just, going back and forth to this police officer. So I was like, okay, sure, sige, kukunin ko na lang sa City Hall. And then me and Dana were just panicking because I feel like we missed more than half of the rehearsal that night. And the management did get mad at me because of that. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Funny experience.
Wow.
Yeah, one of those.
Parang a story that na hindi makakalimutan talaga.
Yeah.
Yeah, unforgettable in some way. Anyway,
Nabalik naman yung lisensya mo, no? Nabalik
Yeah,
naman.
pumunta ako sa City Hall, tapos binayaran ko pa yun. Siyempre, di ba, naka-note na dun sa file ko na whatever. I think I stayed on the right,
Ay ko.
the lane where you're supposed to turn right, but I was just there, waiting for the go signal, and then the police officer was just like, you should have turned right. Oh well.
Okay, yeah.
Full experience with Dana.
yeah,
Kuya Edge, what about you?
yeah. Thank you for that. Edge, your turn.
Thank you for that.
If you're a driver, especially if you're in a unfamiliar road like my goodness, talaga nakakahiya talaga. But anyway,
And I was a new driver
thankfully,
back then, so
thankfully hindi naman ako na hulihan ng or hindi naman ako nakuha na ng driver's license. Anyway, yeah, so with regards to my Oshi from the first gen, there's I mean, pero bago ko i-reveal, I mean, syempre si Abby, of course, bukod sa she's the general manager of ML48 now, she also has a family of her own. Like silang tatlo.
What's happening?
Of course, yung kanyang husband and her uniko iho na si
Husband?
Atlas, if I'm not mistaken.
Who has a husband? Who has a
Actually,
husband?
si Abby. Magkasama sila sa kanilang business.
Oh, wow! Congrats to her!
Mm-mm.
I did not know,
Parang
genuinely, but wow! Okay.
Mm-mm. Hindi pa
That's
parang later lang siya na-reveal. It was last year, but I believe that their marriage was, I think it happened probably several years ago, before last year. I mean,
good
sila na
for
lang nakakala.
her.
Yeah, and as far
She's
as Dane
married.
is concerned, yeah.
She's married and the mother. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and as far as Dane is concerned, yeah, she's of course bukod sa kanyang ML48 duties, no. She's also working as a I believe it's a supervisor,
Which eventually
graphic
became,
supervisor.
yun nga, yung Atlas Productions. Ayun.
Yes,
super
tama. So all concealed but was eventually revealed, yan yung kay Abby. Ayun, yung kay Dana, speaking of, yeah, she's currently working with GMA din as a graphic graphic design supervisor, something like
Oh,
that.
that's great. Yeah, I think I've seen pictures of her doing that kind of work. I'm so proud of her. She really suits that line of work. I can really see her thriving. Ang galing
I
naman.
wonder do nga, yeah. I wonder do nga kung nagkita nga kayo ni Dana dun sa taping ng Family Feud, which we're gonna bring up later anyway. Yeah. Okay, so Kuya Joe, I think 'di ba meron ka pang isa pang Oshi na gustong kamustahan pa?
Yeah. The other one is Jen. What was your experience with Jen back then? Doing this finance
I
deal.
love Jan. Okay, so Jan, we got along with each other because during the MNL48 audition, she was one of the people who caught my eye. Because what I noticed was with the people who auditioned, not many of them knew about AKB48. They joined because it was televised on Showtime. Um, ABS posted the auditions for that, and I feel like they reeled in people who didn't know about AKB48, who was fine with me. But Dan stood out to me because she already knew about AKB48. So, and then I complimented her on that. And then the rest is history. We're pretty good friends after that. Until now, we're friends on everywhere. We're friends on Facebook, we're friends on TikTok. So beautiful and so talented.
Okay. Thank you for that. Arya, thank you for sharing your experience with my former OG Kamiyoshi. Now, Edge, your turn.
Okay, so balik tayo dun sa sa portion ko, no? So apparently, of course, since you said a while ago that not all of the auditionees for the first generation knew
Ayun.
AKB48, and I bet na itong first gen cameo ko, probably hindi pa niya alam ang tungkol sa AKB48 back then, no? But of course she later found out what is it all about, no? So I was the first gen Oshi that I was talking about is
Di, okay na.
Sela.
Next segment.
Stella. Okay.
Teka, si Sela pa.
Stella. Same lang with Abby, honestly. We were friends, but we've never really confided each other because we weren't part of the same friend group. But then, it's also good. Like when we see each other, I mean, there's no bad blood at all. But like we just never really intersected, path. But Stella is such a sweet girl. Every time I interacted with her, she was just very quirky, energetic, and she looks like an angel. If you think she's beautiful online, she's even 10 times more beautiful in person. Like she has such porcelain skin. She has really nice lips and really nice eyes. And I remember she was always with her mom when we were aspirants. Yeah, I have a really good opinion of her.
Yeah, anyways, apparently, so meron tayong mga gifter so far. Ito, babagsak ko muna for Luck Robster. What about sa'yo, Sir Rob? And si Heartless. Ayan. Sir Rob, who's sa'yo? So what we got here is Quincy. Yeah.
Ay, Quincy. Oh my gosh, Quincy, I never saw her sad. She was always super lively. And she would always have the cutest hair accessories like big bows. Quincy was really, I love Quincy. Quincy, same lang. We weren't really part of the same friend group. But then when we saw each other, it would always be a pleasant experience. Interact. Yeah. My thoughts on Quincy is one, I love her because she's always so lively. I've never seen her sad during the whole MNL48 auditions. So yeah, love Quincy.
Okay, okay. What about sa inyo, Neo and Heartless? Since kayo ang gifter so far. Yeah, that's true. Gab! Gabo!
Gab, oh my gosh, Gab. Gab was like my little sister. Gab kasi was always part of the group assigned to us during interviews with the boy group back then. I forgot their name, but it had. Basta, I forgot what the boy group was who kept interviewing us. Gab,
Boy group.
yeah, the boy group with boy.
How many
I
members?
have no idea. But do you remember the
Maybe the hashtags.
hashtags? Yes, hashtags, exactly. Right, we had these segments where the hashtag members would interview the MNL48 members, right? Whenever we'd be interviewed, I'd always be grouped with Gab. So, we'd hang out before the interviews. We talk about our personal life. Gab, I love Gab because she is just so um there's a little sister quality. I can't fully explain it, but you have the urge to just take care of her because she's just so sweet and just so innocent that you'd want to take care of her. Gab, what really stood out to me with Gab was she was always so courteous. Sa akin, lagi siyang nagpupo, lagi siyang nag-aate, and she always asked like, okay lang po ba to? And I also really love her family because when we were both aspirants, Gab would always be with her dad. Her dad is also very kind, super funny. And yeah, I'd say we got along really well, Gab and I.
Okay, I think this is the last one. We got Coco.
Okay,
Colleen.
Colleen never interacted with me because I think when Colleen was introduced, she was part of the Kenkuse, and I never really interacted with the Kenkuse because I never got the chance to. I had one chance, which was during the interview with the hashtags, but it was very brief, and I really didn't get to know them in that sort of time. There was this one member, she was part of the Kenkuse, and then she was asking for advice from me. And then I gave her everything an older sister would tell little sister. I was, I had no bad blood with the Kenkuse. But I never really got to interact with Kobe.
With Colleen. Okay. Now, I think you gave us an overview as well of about the management. So what about them? The management, the coaches, Sir Paulo.
Okay.
This is your time.
Management. I'm very thankful that they gave us the chance to show our talents on the Showtime stage, to get interviewed by the hashtags and really expose ourselves to the public, to get the public's votes. Um, but I feel like there could have been improvements with the way we were handled. Definitely more consideration, more kindness, better choice of words because I feel like their rude comments really, in some way, kind of traumatized me. I won't be pinpointing any people because honestly, yeah, I let go of it already. But who else? The coaches were strict, and understandably because they really wanted us to give our 100% when we perform live on Showtime. So I have no bad blood with the coaches. With Sir Paulo, I don't really have an opinion of him. There was one time we interacted, and that was when they gave me my final interview in the ABS studio. When they asked me, when they asked me why I was going to leave, what are my reasons, he was there listening. And then right after that interview, he spread out his arms, and then we hugged. We hugged during my last day when I announced that I was going to quit. I don't really have a strong opinion of him. I guess I appreciated that hug. But then I hear, there are stuff I hear that aren't very pleasant from my aspirants back then. But my personal interaction with him, it was really just a simple hug. That one and that. Oh, and wait, there was another interaction, which was when I sang an AKB48 song in Japanese. And then he and his Japanese partner were complimenting me on my voice. Yeah, I don't really have a strong opinion of him.
All right, yeah. Yeah, thank you for that one, Doc.
Thank you for that, Doc. Yes, thank you for that answer, Doc. And
Thank you for that.
okay, okay, Nate, go ahead.
Well, by the way, before we proceed to our next segment, please be informed, yung top 2 gifters natin for today, we'll have a chance to have a virtual meet and greet and virtual 2 shots with us and Dr. Arya. So, please, kung kaya nyo magbagsak ng gifts kahit kay Doc Arya, makikita po dito. And by the way, do not leave the live kasi po nag-update po yan. Nag-update po yan. And with that, nagbabago din yung mga mismong, ano ba tawag dito? Nagbabago yung mga rankings
viewers.
natin. So, hopefully, you can stay hanggang dulo. Oo. Top viewers, so the top 2 viewers at best. And also Sir Rob. We also have Sir Rob here, which is, by the way, he's also part of our program for today. The next episode that we will talk about is, ito na yung talagang ano natin. This is the actual main program, the program proper.
Oh, wow.
So we have 2 parts. Yung una is yung diet. Ako na muna. Based on personal experience, what is the typical diet of an idol? Like, ano ba yung pinapadiet sa inyo nung nasa Emerald 48 ka pa? And ano yung parang standard? Yun.
All right. So when we were aspirants, we weren't during the Showtime era, we weren't placed on a diet per se, but we would have packed lunches, dinners. They would give us packed lunches. Sometimes, when we're lucky enough, they treat us to a meal at the cafeteria in ABS. But then, diet per se, they weren't really strict with us as aspirants. Yeah. But if you're asking about what your diet should be as an idol, I would say it would really depend per individual. But generally, of course, you should have, um, if you're familiar with Pinggang Pinoy, that's still what I recommend as a general diet. One half fruits and veggies, one fourth your protein, one fourth your carbs. But it would really,
You
depend on.
but what? Sorry,
Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead.
You mentioned about it depends. So pagka-stand, like ano yung mga certain scenarios na parang ay ito yung special diet for this type of person. Ito yung dapat na diet for another specific type of person. Parang ganun.
Yeah. So that would depend on the comorbidities. So if you have hypertension, the diet that I'd be suggesting to you is the DASH diet, which is it's short for dietary approaches to stop hypertension. If you are a patient with dyslipidemia or high cholesterol, high fats, I would suggest a low fat, low salt diet. Avoid junk food, fatty food, fried food, salty food, and excess sugar because excess sugar could turn into fat in your body. So really, it would depend what sicknesses you have. If you have any comorbidities, there's no one diet fits all. But if I were to suggest a general diet for the general public, it would be the Pinggang Pinoy.
Yung Pinggang Pinoy, that goes as well for idols din, no?
Yeah, and most especially yours truly and my fellow hero Edge, right? And Nate as well. It's for everyone, yeah. All right then. Okay, next
I
question,
do
Nate
agree with that one.
and Edge. Yeah, go ahead.
Next question, Kuya Saina.
Actually, I think Doc Arya already answered the second part of that question regards no. Kasi ito yung supposedly question. Imagine a scenario where you as a doctor are consulted by a solo idol or an idol group member. If you have an opportunity to construct a meal plan for people like them, I think an answer na yun ni Doc Arya. No? So, yun nga, Pinggang Pinoy. But again, she said, one certain diet does not fit all. Kumbaga,
Yeah.
parang, so she's correct on that one. Kasi personally, in my case kasi, the reason, I think Nate and Kuya Joe already saw my physical appearance recently, no? So, I think I already uh, pumayat just a bit, no? And of course, there are some other members din na naka-notice that, such as Andy, you know. But I think Doc Arya answered the question.
Yeah. So again, like I mentioned, if the patient or an idol comes to me and their goal is weight loss, let's say their BMI classification is overweight, obese, then I would make a personalized plan for them. Okay. It would all depend. Some technical stuff like calculating the macros, knowing what your deficit should be, how much your calories should be in a day, your physical activity in a week. Generally, I always advise those who are overweight, obese, to have at least 150 minutes of exercise per week, moderate physical activity, and to avoid really salty and really fatty food and sugary food as much as possible. If you can avoid sugary drinks, carbonated drinks,
Walang milk tea. Walang milk tea. Okay.
yes, milk tea especially. Actually, milk tea ang nagpataba talaga sa akin nung final sa UP. I gained 5 kilos, and then when I stopped milk tea, boom, I lost all the weight. Then
Kahit na naka-zero pa ba? Kahit naka-zero ba?
Zero kasi milk tea, a lot of them the base would be full cream milk, of course, the tea, either full cream milk or powdered milk, which is, full of saturated fat, the bad kind of fat. So, if you have that,
From Sir Rob, Okay, from Sir Rob, matcha tea daw. And by the way, would like to acknowledge the presence of Miss Joan Jackson. For those who don't know, ano po siya, nanay ni Emerald 48, 5th generation member, Madge. Ano daw po, matcha tea.
Matcha tea. Matcha tea. Matcha.
Lasang damo daw. Lasang
But
damo.
in moderation, because all teas, matcha tea, green tea, they contain caffeine. So it would be good to have it in moderation, not too much, because later on, if you stop it, maybe you'll have withdrawal symptoms from the caffeine in it. So it's nice to have it, once in a while. And
Okay,
yeah,
so, and, yeah.
and it has a lot of benefits. Green
Okay, since nag-mention ka ng mga certain goals like weight loss, so I'll give you like a situation kasi let's say iba-iba ng body types, right? So merong ano bang tawag dito, mga big bones. So talagang kahit ano mangyari, they still look big and their goal is like weight loss, nasabi mo na yon. And then there are people on the skinny side. Wherein ang goal naman nila is weight gain. And then there's the other one, ang goal naman is yeah, they look healthy, pero ang bilis silang mapagod. So like endurance, weight maintenance. So ano yung parang mga diet for them? So let's say weight gain for the skinny people. What about sa endurance? Parang pampalakas, parang pampatagal ba ng mga performances ng mga idols para hindi sila mabilis mapagod after performances. And then weight maintenance. Ayun.
So number one, what I always suggest when you're trying to gain weight or when you're trying to improve your endurance, no, is you have to assess yourself and your diet and see if you're getting all the vitamins and minerals from it. If you're not eating a lot of fruits, a lot of veggies, fiber, and your food is, mainly fat food, fried food, fast food. Then the question would be to change your diet. Before anything else, change your diet. Two, change your lifestyle. Increase your exercise so that you would have strong immune system, and related to that, you would also have to, if you can't really get it from your diet, you can supplement with oral multivitamins, vitamins and minerals. For a lot of things, you aren't really
Yes, thank you for that, Doc Arya. And now, if I may add a question, since nabanggit mo yung tungkol sa exercises, because there are people who do certain kinds of exercise. Some they do cardio, they do walking, running. Others they do resistance training. And what are your thoughts about these? And which how would one know which kind of exercise is which kind of exercise yung akma para sa kanila? What are your thoughts about it?
right. So if your main goal is to lose weight, then your exercise are your heavy, like jogging, walking, running, any kind of cardio, your HIIT exercises, those are for weight loss. Now, if you're trying to gain muscle, that's when I would suggest, more heavy weights. But, it's gradual increasing of weights. You don't just start at a really heavy weight. You know, gradual increasing of the weight that you lift, you're aiming for muscle gain. Again, if you want to gain muscle, it's not just exercise that would do that. It's also your diet. That's your goal, then high protein, but still with a lot of fiber. Meaning
Thank you for that, Doc. And Nate,
Note po
If you may-
namin yan, Doc. Ay, may tanong si Heartless. Wrestling daw po pang fitness. Pwede daw po ba?
Of course, yes, but you should at least know the basics, and you should be with a professional. Baka naman, makeshift wrestling yan with your brother or sister. wrestlers. That's my mga estudyante.
Yun ang backyard wrestling.
Backyard kasi wag po. Dapat may may experience and
Kasi parang alam ko may safe way na dapat eh.
may
May safe.
way doon. You can't go into wrestling thinking, oh, I can wrestle and just wrestle with you. Mga mamaya, may mga
Okay. Alam niyo ba yung mga injury sa steel chair, ha? Pambira
Grabe
ka.
naman yung hampasan ng wheelchair mo. Baka mamatay na yan. Oh my gosh.
Doc, part of the wrestling references kasi kung napapansin ng iba sa amin na kahit sa mga chatters namin na
Makuha mo lang doon
may mga
concussion kung
we are
talaga.
low-key wrestling fans, especially kung matagal-tagal na wala pa siya naganap sa MNL, napag-uusapan namin mga wrestling, mga ganun.
Ganon, parang WWE, ganon.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, okay.
Anyway,
Ganon.
part of the
Oo.
digress, but Nate, you may continue.
Hampasan ng steel chair. Okay, I think ang makuha mo dyan is brain injury.
Injury, oh.
Yeah, I think ang makuha mo dyan for hampasan ng steel chair, easy brain
Kasi
injury.
Kasi sa WWE, pinapractice nila
Oo,
yung
brain
mga-
injury ka. So, tingin mo
Yeah,
pa
they
magagamot
do
pa yon?
practice
Yeah, right. So, don't use steel chairs, please.
Yeah.
Unless you're really a wrestler and you're trying to entertain other people.
Ika nga nila, don't try this at home.
Exactly.
Pero come to think of it naman, no, kasi in the
Sinabi na
modern
nila
wrestling
yun.
naman kasi chair shots to the head, no na eh. Like nililimit na yung wait, I'm still around. Yeah, CTE ang abutin yan, concussion ang abutin yan pag ganun. So nililimit
To
na
the
yung
to the
mga steel chair moves to the head.
Midsection na.
Interesting.
Indeed, those moves are rehearsed. Pawang pang professional lang, guys. Yes po, that's really
100%
true.
right.
I think this is the next segment that we will talk about. I think nag-guest kayo before sa Family Feud.
Yeah.
Yung Kids on Cue.
Ayun, yes sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Ang question kasi natin dito is tama nga naman that you guys had a most recent reunion with Kids on Q on Family Feud. Siya nga pala.
Kids on
gusto
Q na.
naming, itanong, kumusta 'yon? Kumusta yung yung mini reunion yun sa Family Feud?
It was amazing. Kasi parang more than 10 years na ata since I've seen them personally. Yung Kids on Q kasi, it was my first ever show. Well, I did other shows. I did guest on other GMA before, like Art Angel. I did a few commercials on GMA, like with Jessica Soho. Kids on Q was a show by kids for kids, and there were kids assigned to different topics. So I was the kiddie reporter for food, the food section. So what I would do is I would feature a restaurant, and then the restaurant would feed me. I'd give them reviews, or I'd teach the kids how to cook something like that. So with regard to the mini reunion and Family Feud, it was so heartwarming because I haven't seen them in ages. They now have their own separate lives. Some of them have their own families already. They have multiple children. They're married. And they're all thriving in their careers. So it was really heartwarming to know that they are thriving in the paths that they chose. And I remember them as kids and seeing them as adults, full grown adults. It was really heartwarming and surprising. Yeah.
So, what's the show about basically? Para ba siyang ano yung parang best comparison sa Kids on Q? na show?
So,
Parang ano yung
alam mo, wala nang
segment siya ganun?
wala na, there wasn't any show like that anymore because alam ko they changed what's the agency for the kids? DSWD ba? DSWD or Dole? Like, the kids shouldn't be working at that age. Parang they had stricter guidelines from then. So, wala nang kid show that was similar to that on that channel. Kasi mas naging stricto na sila. But if I were to compare it to a show, uh maybe like on the lifestyle channel. It was really a lifestyle show. Kasi me, I was doing food. The other kids, they were doing adventure. They were doing science. It was like a lifestyle.
Sineskwela? Parang ganun.
Yes! Yes, parang ganon. Exactly like that. Yes. Parang ganon.
Oh.
Pero alam ko,
Hello mga bata.
oo, alam ko lumang-luma na yun eh. It was like sineskwela, I'd say.
Okay po. Ayan. So with that, we're actually done with our episode for today. For tonight. Yun lang. Yay. Tapos
Wait
na.
lang, Joe.
Hindi.
Wait lang.
Wait lang mo.
Wait
Kung
lang.
may tanong si Kuya Edge, go lang.
Sandali lang. Tama. Actually, sabi ni Kuya Joe dito, he thought of another comparison. Para din daw siyang 5 and up, no?
I've been up. Ooh, I don't know that show actually. Pero parang lifestyle.
Anong
din.
show yun, Kuya?
I think it's something like that. Doon galing sila Atom, sila China. Ay,
Oh, really?
take, yeah,
Okay. I'll check
yeah.
that out. Pero
Yes.
I'll check that out. Maybe it is similar.
Yeah. Anyway,
Tama.
I think this is the part na magpapakita tayo ng
aside
ano.
Mga ML Labs.
Oh yeah, we can go
Edge.
for that one. Sorry
we
for
could go for that one. This is a long-
It was a long-running kid show. Tama. Pero I wonder though, kasi there's this another question din that I would like to raise, no? So, since you had a mini reunion nga with Kids on Q, no? And I assume that you're still connected with your fellow kids at that time. I wondered though, kasi yung main host nyo kasi I see Sir Tony Pet Gaba. So, are you still do you still keep in touch with him?
Oh yeah. You know, Kuya Tony Pet was the one managing my MNL48 page. He was the one managing it. He was the one telling me, and he was also kind of like a big brother to me. Kasi, for example, there's this post na I was being political. He would be like, oh, maybe you should be worded this way. He was always looking out for me. But my MNL48 Arya page, he was the one managing it. Yeah,
Oh.
I was really close with Kuya Tony Pet because he was close to my family. Yeah, so since the Kids on Q show where he was the host up until my adulthood, he was there, and he was the one who managed my food.
Oh, wow. Pambigatin yung social media manager mo, no? Host. I think siya yung nasa Net25 now, as far as I remember. I don't know if siya yun. Baka ibang Tony Pet kasi yung tinutukoy ko. Anyways.
Yeah, siya yun.
This is the
Siya yun,
part
yung
of the
Love
show.
Tony Pet
na kung-
and Everything, if I'm not mistaken. Yun yata yung show title nun.
So siya nga,
he
yeah,
was
nasa
in
Net25
he was in
na siya.
Net25, yeah.
Okay po. So for our top 2 gifters, we got Neo. And then umabol si Jean Patrick at saka si Koray. So magpapakyat po tayo ng ilan nating mga MN Labs na kung saan Doc Arya we will entertain at least one question to each and every one of you. So baka meron kayong health tanong or kung ano mong gusto nyo itanong, itanong nyo kay Doc
Ask
Arya.
away.
Ayan.
Don't be shy.
This is the part of the show na magpapatanong na po tayo.
Kailangan-
So unahin po muna natin is okay. Kasi parang top gifters natin Sir Rob. But Sir Rob is actually part of the core for NFT 48. So yeah, he'll have a special moment later. And then we have you. So parang tatanungin mo ba yung sarili mo? Are you going to ask yourself, Doc? Ganon. Itanong mo sa sarili mo. Okay, we got here. Sige, start muna tayo kay Neo Kuroshi. Ayan, Neo Kuroshi, ikaw muna.
Hello, is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Yes. Hello.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet? Say yeet?
Yeet.
Okay, very good.
Yeet.
Yes, very good, very good.
Neo, dapat naka-on yung video.
On cam Neo, on cam.
Okay. So, saan tayo pupunta? Chares. Hindi.
Hello.
Hey, Doc. Nice to meet you. I know na hindi ikaw yung isa sa mga inabutan ko. Siyempre dahil I become MN Labs 3 years ago. So, actually 3 years na. Magti 3 years na this March. So,
Wala.
talagang doon. Oo, so bago-bago pa rin, pero mukha lang. Because anyway, nabanggit nga yung sa diet kasi since ako share ko lang din sa iyo. During my college days, I was suffered high cholesterol and then fatty liver. I was around 22 at the time, so apparently bata-bata ko pa nagkaroon ng ganun. And actually, family history din namin yung merong high pressure, high blood and high cholesterol sa amin. Few of my family members. So apparently, nung at the time, hindi ko alam kung paano nangyari yun. Kung ito ba yung lack of physical activities or even sa food. Actually, nabanggit nga yung milk tea. Kasi kaninang hapon, during my... Hindi ko sabihin, pero during my bike, kasi nagbabike ako, I was stopped over to a milk tea shop. And then I just ordered a milk tea. So medyo awkward yun in the way na talagang iisipin na, oh, nagbe-physical activities ka, ba't ka nagbe-milk tea? Diba? So medyo medyo awkward din pakinggan, awkward din yung scenario ko. So talagang, yung nabanggit niya yung mga exercise, mga activities, medyo nag-ano nga din ako, nagda-double tout na ako dahil syempre, I'm actually obese or overweight type na person kasi talagang pagkalaki ko talaga medyo mataba na talaga ako. Hanggang ngayon, kung kailan patanda na, then, actually nag-ano ako, yung mga brown rice ba, yung mga gano'n, di ba healthy din yun?
Yeah.
Ganun.
But you should always put it in your head that you have to take it in moderation. So kung that is like kind of maybe, well, in my family, brothers ko, nagto 2-3 cups sila dati. Ngayon, mga 1 cup, half a cup, and then most of yung volume na kinakain talaga na is fiber. So most veggies, fruit, and lean meat, yung meat na hindi mataba. So if you're gonna eat chicken, tanggalin mo yung skin, and then, or get a leaner part like the breast.
Ayun po, yes, actually, yes. Hanggang ngayon, actually, chicken breast is my, talaga, yung medyo mataas na protein type na kinakain ko. Despite nga meron din iba, beef, may pork. Kasi syempre, talagang hindi may maiwasan. at that part din kasi na kinakain ko. And I'm also medyo mataas din sa mga rice. Ganun. Mga white rice apparently dahil yun nga problema pas din ng din ng mataas na sa sugar. Pero yun nga, actually nag-ano din ako kasi nag-open ako sa mga physical activities na just bike. Yung mga pickleball ngayon, yung uso ngayon na pickleball, which is sana mayroon din sa amin sa city namin na magkaroon ng physical activities. Na yun nga, pickleball kasi biglang nauso nga yung mga nakita ko sa mga vlogs ng mga YouTuber na naglalaro talaga sila ng pickleball. So, yun, yung mga pandagdag, yung mga kasi nagbabike ako, nagbavolleyball ako, nagbabasketball ako. Pero yun, mga list. Pero gusto ko talaga yung medyo bago na aside from bike kasi talagang nagbabike ako actually every day since hindi ko pala nasabi sa inyo tatlo na I might resign because due to my mental health dahil nga medyo na din kasi for the past weeks.
Hindi na sa gobyerno.
Hindi naman sa gobyerno pero sa environment talaga. okay naman to work in the government, pero yung environment mo talaga. Kaya medyo mabigat din sa ano ko kalooban. Kasi nag-therapy na ako, ano na ako psychological therapy. At kaninang hapon nagkaroon ako ng second psychological therapy. So medyo nag-decide na talaga din ng yung psych sa akin na mag-resign muna ako to somehow get recover. Dahil hindi din maganda yung ano ko yung mental. Kasi talaga 2 weeks ago, hindi na ako pumasok after may pinuntahan akong event. Yun nga, direct yung psychiatrist ko, yung psychologist ko na physical activities para may ano talaga, yung kailangan ko din para mas malibang ko talaga. Tsaka, ma-focus ko din yung sarili ko lalo, yung sa katawan ko especially nga. Dahil, gusto ko din mag-exercise, gusto ko din mag-ano talaga yung katawan ko. Kasi may nato din medyo nahihirapan ako sa sarili ko to cope. Not just mentally, but also physically na self. So, at long that, kinakaya pa and, mas naging interest pa ako sa mga bagay and to be more, to more active pa talaga sa, optimistic akong tao. So, ayun.
Glad you're taking care of your physical and your mental health. Super supportive silang dalawa.
Talaga biglang evolve talaga dahil
Yourself.
wala pa isang kalating buwan na nag-work ako sa government. Biglang mabigat na nag-down yung mental health ko. Kasi immediately, kulang ako sa tulog. Then number 2, biyahe pa. Isa din na nagpapastress sa akin Kasi like, ilang hours ang tulog ko nung nag-start ako mag-work. Around 3 to 4 hours lang. Yun, kulang na talaga yun
Kulang na
technically, kaya kulang na kaya minsan talaga pag nandun ako sa office, talagang nagda-down na talaga yung mental health. Gusto ko gawin ko yung gusto kong gawin na task, pero nararamdaman mo na madali ka din mapagod. Kasi alam mo na sa gilid mo na, may problema na talaga sa sarili ko. Talagang naramdaman ko na agad. Kahit, naman din, yung parents ko din alam naman din tungkol sa akin. Kaya medyo minsan naiyak na din ako at some point of my life na talaga. Ito palang this year talagang medyo in advance yung downside ng life ko. Well, it doesn't mean na full downside talaga. Kasi marami pa rin ako nalilibang sa life. Alam mo din na Kuya Nate yun At saka yung iba ko tropa Di ba Kuya Nate nung last event?
Alam ko. So Doc, ano pong may papayo nyo sa ganong klaseng sitwasyon? Like, is this like ano pa yung mga pwede namin gawin for something similar to that one?
Okay. Well,
Ayun.
for your case, what's your name? Neo? Neo ba?
Hindi ko Roshi
Neo.
talaga.
Neo Korosh. Okay. So for your case, number 1, I am so happy that you're taking this time to really take care of yourself. Okay? You have to rest. You have to rest, get enough sleep, at least 8 to 10 hours kung kaya, 8 to 2, you already know this, is to eat healthy food, try to avoid the high fat, salt, fried food, fatty food. 3, continue what you're doing already with exercise. Okay, what you're doing is great. Keep biking, do other exercises. If you're really interested in pickleball, go ahead, do that. 4, keep going to your therapy sessions with your psych because that's also equal to your mental health. You can't always just be your physical health. We're talking about your holistic well-being. It should also be your mental health. To do that, you have to follow up regularly with your psych. Okay.
Nag-start naman ako like a week ago ngayon. Actually, weekends naman kasi ako nagpapa-therapy Yun nga.
Okay. Yeah, I would say it's time for paano ba to? 2 shots. Yeah. Sige, I think it's time for us to take a picture. So, smile for the camera. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Another one. Yeah. So pa 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, thank you so much, Neo Koroshi. And now, sige. Next one we have here. Yeah, thank you, Neo. Next is Ardolph. Ayan. Yeah. Hello, Ardolph. You're next. Tsaka nakaiwalay ka naman kay Doc. Di naman nangangain si Doc. Ano ba yan?
Oh, ang layo.
Come on, Virgin.
Ang
Come
layo
on.
mo.
If you can
Hello?
go on the sensor, please do so, Ardo. Virgin na nga.
Social distancing. Hindi naman COVID dito.
It's been 6 years. Come on. And we're virtual. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Guys.
Hi, Arnold.
Yo, Ardo, what's up? Okay, anything you want to ask to our Dr. Oshi, Doc Arya? Okay.
I would like to ask is dopamine is okay for us, especially when we are about to sleep at night?
Well, do you have any problem with insomnia?
I have a my body clock is not fixed at all because some might I have to wake up in early, some I have to stay up late at night to do some activities that keeps me awake.
Okay.
So I don't have a fixed schedule of sleep.
Okay. Well, if your goal is to sleep better, meaning to initiate sleep faster and to stay asleep and wake up well rested, I would usually recommend non-pharmacologic measures, meaning the measures that won't involve any kind of med yet. Okay? So what you can do is, if you're trying to fix your body clock and you're trying to get at least 8 hours of sleep, and it's daytime, what I would suggest is get like blackout curtains, because there should be no light in your room so that your body would be convinced that it should fall asleep. Okay, kasi when our eyes see light or if there's we perceive light, hindi pa matutulog ng diretso yung body natin. It will be convinced na it's not time to sleep yet. Okay, so try to get blackout curtains, minimize the light that comes into your room. If you work at night, or you night shift, or
Sometimes I do it, especially when I'm meeting with some of deadlines of activities and tasks.
Oh.
ganon, and you're sleeping during the day, I would really suggest blackout curtain before you move on to meds like melatonin. Okay, but it would also be nice to consult with a sleep specialist. Okay? Kasi mas specialty nila yun. It would also be nice to have your labs done, okay, and see your brain activity during sleep. But if all non-pharmacologic measures don't work, like your blackout curtain, trying to fix your body clock, you consult a specialist for that. A sleep specialist. Okay?
Okay, thanks for it would be a really great help. So, apply ko yan. I hope na mag-work better for me. Yung consistency na 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours of sleep, yung discipline ako. Thank you. Thanks po.
Picture tayo. Ayan, it's now time for the picture. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you so much, Ardol, for that question. I think we can entertain now the last guest of the day. We have here Sir Rob. So bago yon, Doc, may gamot po ba sa broken heart?
Mahirap yun.
Uh-oh.
Yun.
Pero meron ba talagang ganun? Meron ba talagang tinatawag na parang broken heart syndrome? Parang
yeah.
nagkakasakit, parang napektuhan yung health? Totoo ba siya talaga?
You call it Takotsubo syndrome.
Oh, so meron talagang ganong klaseng
I
sakit.
think when you're really heartbroken, kunwari, usually, nangyayari to sa mga merong partner, tapos namatay, tapos elderly na. Okay. Kapag sobrang heartbroken or they're in a high stress state, pwede mangyari yung takbo and AKOTSUBO.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
okay.
real thing.
It's a real thing. So alam na natin pagka may graduate sa mga Oshi natin, masakit. Wag naman umabot sa
Wag
ganun,
naman
ha?
naman sa ganun.
Ouchie.
Healthy pa naman kayo. Usually nangyari matanda.
Para siyang Okay, I think we have I think the last one we have Sir Rob.
Okay.
Ayan, Sir Rob, I think it's your turn na.
I-
Thank you, Ardolph. You may, pwede ka nang bumaba. Thank you so much. Sir Rob, your turn.
Okay. It's time to welcome Sir Rob. Come on up. You're the next
Come
up.
on up.
Come on up. You're the next up. Kiyumi.
Kiyumi. Oh. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Ang sagwa pakinggan.
Okay.
Okay. Kiyumi, may tanong po ba kayo kay Doc? Ayan, yan po yung una po nating tanong. May tanong po ba kayo kay Doc?
Or kahit sa chats na lang, if you have a question for our former aspirant and currently
Doctor. Ano po palang specialty nyo ngayon, Doc? Ano ba tawag dito? Kasi may iba't ibang klaseng doctor. So, ano yung pinaka-specialty mo talaga?
Ngayon, general medicine. But I'm looking into going into residency this year.
Wow.
Wow.
General medicine. So, parang, I think you'll be sort of responsible sa APE, sa mga physical examination. I think dun ka,
Everything under the
general medicine. The next question that I do have is this. Paano ba? Pwede na po bang uminom ng Sting yung energy drinks? 12 years old pataas.
What are your thoughts about that question?
Yung mga energy drinks like Sting, Cobra, mga ganon.
Okay.
Gatorade.
Not sponsored, not sponsored. But I think
Not sponsored, pero general.
Pero napag-uusapan lang. What are your thoughts about it, Doc?
Any energy drinks in general, we do not recommend because they are so bad for your heart. And para sa batang 12 years old, pataas ako. So, please take care of your heart.
Okay. Noted po habang umiinom ng energy drink. Okay.
Okay.
Panghirap.
Thank you for that, Doc.
Thank you for that, Doc.
Anyway, okay. Hopefully, makarating sa kanya yung naging advice ni Doc ngayong gabi. Thank you so much. And
Ginagawang tubig na nako po.
Oh, grabe.
Ginagawa niyo yung tubig, madadali kayo dyan.
uh-oh.
Buti hindi sila nagpa-palpitate.
Pag ginagawa niyo yun, talaga either nakakaumay siya or at the same time, how do I say it?
I do have one question, Doc. Since you've been an aspiring idol back then until you had withdrawn and now that you're a doctor, what would be since we have newer members of ML48, we got the second gen, third gen, fourth gen, even the fifth generation. What would be your advice to the current members of ML48 and basing on your own journey as an aspirant, what would be your message to them? And this would also be a message to those who would be aspiring to become an idol, whether it's ML48 or any idol for that matter. What would be your message for them?
Well, I would give them a lot of advice. Number one is be yourself authentically. You don't have to pretend to be someone else just to garner the public votes and to place higher in the ranking system. Just be yourself. Okay, don't put too much pressure on yourself because that would be bad for your mental health. Okay? Number two, be principled. Stay principled and know your rights. Okay, it's one thing to do your best physically, mentally when it comes to idle activities, but it's also another thing to know your limitations and know if you are being treated fairly by your manager. If you think that you're not being treated fairly, go. Just leave, okay? Because there are better opportunities for you. If you think you're treated fairly and um, you want to be authentically themselves, to become a better person, then stay in the group and um, go through the rigors of being an idol, if that really is your dream. Number three, and also most importantly, take care of your health. Physically, emotionally, find healthy ways to cope with stress because you will be stressed. I know a lot of the members now are still in school. A lot of them are still students, no? So find a way to cope with stress healthily. Okay? And find a good support system as well. Your family, your friends, because it is a tough path to take. Because sometimes it's unstable, you wouldn't know when you will be thriving in the group. So it's really good to have a support system. So yeah, those are the main pieces of advice I would give.
Okay, thank you for that, Doc Maria, and such inspiring words, such encouraging words. We thank you for that.
I think habang ini-invite natin ulit si Sir Rob kasi just to ano lang yan, just to introduce you just a bit, no, kasi and para na rin sa ating mga manonood. Yeah, he's one of our co-admins here at NFT48 and he's actually based in Los Angeles, California. So it's actually morning sa kanila ngayon. Ito hindi ko pa natanong talaga eh. I think because we all know that you worked with DNE with by covering the song by the K-pop group that's formerly known as G Idol pero ngayon they go by the name of Idol. It's titled Uh-Oh. So can you tell us your experience covering that song with DNE?
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I felt intimidated at first because you know me, I'm very J-pop, J-rock, visual K. And then I listened to K-pop, but I never covered a K-pop song. So that was my first K-pop song cover. And it was both a song and dance cover. So it was really intimidating because you know, dancing it really isn't my forte. It's more of singing. So when Ash, the twins, and Trixie invited me and we collaborated, I was so excited because they were the ones I was really close with in my MNL48 journey. And to be able to make a cover with them, it was so fulfilling. It was so fun. We got to catch up with each other, catch up with our personal lives. Yeah.
Ako po.
Okay, yes, thank you for that.
Ay, Papa J. Yes po, Papa J. Yes po, wala nang iba. Okay, so I think magtatanong na lang dito si Sir Rob. Hello, Papa J. This is not the Papa G that we know. Ibang katauhan po ito, ha? Yes, Sir Rob, ano pong tanong niyo kay Doc?
Okay.
Alit, Papa J, may question ka ba kay Doc Aria? Like, papatanong mo ba ano bang gamot sa ano? Parang hindi... Joke. Okay.
Papa Jessie, Tina, Emin loves. Aray ko po.
Alam mo, the nickname is got made by the nickname driving daw.
Ah.
No worries.
Oh.
Okay, did you? Okay, Okay.
Paano di
Here's Sir
mag-Oshi?
Rob's question. Sabi ni Sir Rob's question is, did you ever consider auditioning for another group, Doc?
No. The short answer is no. The longer answer is because right after I joined Lemonade 48, there were girl groups where they were having auditions to join that group, and I was like, no, I'm still a bit traumatized from that last one.
Did you ever consider going back to performing?
Performing, yeah, yeah. In fact, I did a performance at last year's Ozine Fest in December. Like I still cover J-pop, J-rock, and I still post a few covers of J-pop, J-rock every now and then. Some of them are on YouTube, some are also on Spotify. But performing, yes, I am definitely looking into performing at anime events from now on.
Yeah, good to know.
May tanong daw dito si Papa G-Shish, paano di mag-Oshi?
Or in other words, ano daw, paano di mag-Oshi or may gamot ba sa karupukan?
May gamot po ba sa korpo?
Wala. Unfortunately. Walang gamot dyan. Ay, marupok din ako eh.
Teleserye
Relate
daw,
pala
were you
tayo.
ever in teleserye?
Had you ever been in a cast in the teleserye, even a bit role?
Teleserye, no.
Yeah.
No. And I really don't see myself doing that. I don't think I'm a great actress, honestly. I'm not cut out for that. I'm cut out for more, reality or lifestyle.
Yeah. More on the non-fiction side. Yeah.
Yeah, fiction.
Yeah, non-fiction. Okay.
Grabe naman ho yun, Papa G-Shish. Ayun, lahat kami Oshi ko, pwede naman yun, di ba? Ha? Yung sabi niyong pwede naman yun, lahat kami Oshi. Oshi na lahat, kung gano'n.
Hako Oshi.
Ako Oshi ka na dyan, pambira na.
Mahirap yan.
Oh, favorite reality show.
Favorite reality show? What have I seen? Reality show? Well, at the top of my head, nothing is coming up. Pero mga game show, yeah. University Challenge. Just like UK game show full of college, PhD students. It's a very mind stimulating game show. But reality show, not really into those, I guess.
Okay.
Yo, sabi
Ay,
ni
Sotanghon, mayroon yatang, speaking of Parpok, merong isa dito marupok sa'yo, si Sotanghon 48. Shout out sa'yo.
Kung po kay Doktora, ayan po, meron tayo.
Hello, Sota.
Ikaw pa, Dok. Ikaw sa Otanghon. Baka may tanong ka kay Doktora. Anong katanungan? Ito po ay check-up. May consultation po tayo dito. May konting consultation lang po tayo dito sa katanungan.
Okay.
Oh! Hi, Doc A.
It's
It's
Kathy from the chat.
Wow!
Okay, she got a question from one of your former students. From the start, did you really wanted to become a doctor? Asked by Cashew.
Oh, hi, Cassie. I just want to take this time to talk about Cassie first. So Cassie was my top performing student when I was a biochemistry lecturer at Benilde. She was my top performing student. She would ace all of my tests, and my tests weren't particularly easy. So, hi, Cassie. So nice to see you here. How kind and thoughtful of you. Yes, from the start, I wanted to become a doctor. To put it bluntly, my parents kind of gaslit me into becoming a doctor. And then eventually, I learned to love it because one, my middle brother, he has a congenital heart disease and he had very slim chances of surviving. So when he was at stay old, he had to be operated on already in the heart. Um, so he was a miracle baby, and after that operation, that just reinforced my desire of becoming a doctor myself.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, I think itong next top gifter natin ay pwede nang umakyat. Hello, Heartless, na nagpapa-shoutout sa
Papa shoutout.
Ayan.
Heartless, whenever you're ready,
It's your
come
turn.
on
If
up.
you have any questions kay Doc Arya. Yes, aakyat po kayo. So, we have here, okay, Project Heart is actually a group by, I think ang naabutan mo lang is Lara.
Four,
If you know Lara.
4 of the 5 members are former ML48 members. Yung tatlo sa kanila, naabutan ni Doc Arya.
Lara Bel Eka. Yes.
Ah, Lara Bell and Eka. Whoa, that's gonna be a super group. Oh, my super talented na. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Lara Bell Eka, that's going to be an amazing group. Kasi Eka is such an she is such a great singer. Si Eka and Bray, in my opinion, are the best singers in MNL48 when I was there. Eka and Bray. Si Nabel, hindi ko masyadong nakita kasi parang recent addition siya nung time ko, or she was added after Quit, I think. And
She's actually one of the challengers, si Belle.
oh yeah, she was a challenger. As well as Colleen, no? Yeah. Lara, she's a sweet girl, but I didn't really get to interact with her much. Si Eka yung medyo regularly ko nakakausap when I was in MNL.
Oh, we have here actually another member for second generation. Have you had like any idea who the second generation is? I think hindi na, no? Wala na, no? So, yeah. That's your answer. The
Sabi
other
ni
member
Gwen, since her withdrawal, she's already out of loop, or they were out of her loop. Mutual. Okay. Heartless, if you can come on up, please do so.
Yeah, please do so. Heartless. Ayan. So, we have here, Doc, may pag-asa po bang ma-survive yung mga nalalaglag sa Hell in a Cell? Okay.
Ano ba
For
yan?
any
Wrestling na naman.
Wrestling
Wrestling
na
na
naman.
like in big heights, like in parang mga mga matataas na heights. Pasira yung mic. Okay. Yung mga may chance ba na makaka-survive sa mga matataas na heights? Yes, that's the question.
It depends on how high and what you fall on. Kung mataas yan, tapos semento yung hulugan mo, for sure you'll have an injury somewhere on your spine or on your limbs. Depende on how you fell din. Pero usually sa mga fall injuries na ganyan, from high places merong some kind of spinal injury.
Hindi siya yung tipong napaparalyze talaga. Or may instances na oh no.
The extent
Baka
of
mapunta.
paralysis would depend on the extent of the injury in the spine.
Ayun, may tanong si Sotang Hon, Doc, may contact ka pa ba ngayon sa mga first gen?
Sina Ash, pati yung sa first gen, yeah, I'm still friends with them on social media. Whenever they have like a milestone in their life and I congratulate them, I always message them and they always say, "Oh, I miss you, ate. I miss you, ate Arya." Well, si Ash, hindi ko na nakakusap ngayon masyado because I've been busy with my doctor stuff. But Ash talaga is really my closest. Yung mga nami-message ko from time to time, si Alyssa, friend group basically. But we're not as in touch now as we were when we were doing idol activities like in DNE and ML Party.
Oh. yung mic niya. So, please type in the chat box kung ano yung tanong mo kay Doc Heartless. The Duran twins daw. May contact ka pa daw ba sa
Contact now, not so much, pero we still follow each other everywhere. Pero yung Duran twins, close ko talaga sila, especially when we were in D&E. As in, grabe din magkwento yung dalawang yan eh. And super ang kulit. Ang saya to be around them kasi ang kulit-kulit nila. Like, there will never be a dull moment with them.
We met. Yeah, this was actually the same day nung nagkita tayo sa Maid Cafe. This was the
You told me about
Sinabi ko yun sa'yo last time.
nice!
That was the same day. So, ayan.
I am so proud of her. She is doing so well with all the commercials. I love her and her mom. Have you seen her mom? Her mom is also so beautiful. Both of them are so beautiful.
So far, wala pa naman akong questions. Naku po, mag-e-end na yung live natin. Baka wala ka ng matanong. Baka, ano ba to? Masusunod, baka kailangan masunod yung 8 hours of sleep ni Doc Arya. Baka Oo. Psychometrician na si Quincy, kagawad na si Shaira. I think yun yung mga na-miss mo so far. Ano ba? Actually, ang dami.
Wow.
They're all winning in life. Great to know.
Winning in life. I am so proud of them.
Abdominal pain. Sakto, yun yung sakit ko ngayon, abdominal pain. Okay, for lack of a better term, I would say that's related to, ano ba tawag dito? Galing kasi ako sa sakit now. So, parang tinangakaso ako, nadala naman ng bio-flu. But then, so Tanghon, umakyat ka dito. May libreng checky po ba pag nagpa-check up sa'yo? Yung ano.
Of course. Kahit hindi ka magpa-check up, may check ka.
Ayan.
Depende. Okay? Kasi yung abdomen, maraming location yan. If you're talking about upper middle, that has to do most probably with your stomach. So if you feel like umaakyat yung food mo, sumasakit yung upper middle abdomen mo up to the chest, then it's probably related to acidity. Kapag sumasakit yung right lower part ng abdomen mo, tapos excruciating na talaga, since 10 out of 10, tapos may fever ka, nausea, decrease yung appetite mo, then it could be appendicitis. Kung ano lang, if you're having big abdominal pain, tapos nagtatae ka, nagsuso ka, it could be gastroenteritis. So marami talaga siyang causes. And it would also depend on the age, yung comorbidities, ayun, kung gallstones sa right upper yun, maraming causes.
Yung ano ba tawag dito? Lusaw, ang dumi. Ayun.
Lusaw ang dumi. Okay, pag lusaw ang dumi tapos masakit yung tiyan, yung abdomen, it's probably gastroenteritis.
Oh. Abdomen pain zones. Oh, yeah. Anxiety. Wow. Ano daw pong gamot sa anxiety?
Well, yung sa anxiety, it would depend, but it would depend also if you have other comorbidities like
Oh, finally, he's up.
Is here.
Save.
He's up.
mga SSRIs, those would help.
Okay.
Okay.
If I won't tell you
Why
the
am I hearing a sound?
baka kunin niya tas hindi na kayo mag-consult. You consult with the psychiatrist.
What the hell am I hearing a sound?
I think it's turn na ni Sir Rob. Ayun, go Sir Rob.
Go ahead, Sir Rob. Go ahead.
All right. Hi. Okay. I think I'm having audio problems, but let me just say it. Yeah. California, Ira. Yeah. Yeah. So it's almost 6 a.m. here in California now.
Wow,
Yeah.
thank you for joining.
Yeah. And they kind of started early. That's why I'm kind of late. No one told me they're gonna start early. But anyway, yeah, it's good to see you. Even though technically, I only know you from video clips of the Showtime auditions, especially the part where you ended your audition with MNL48. Oh yeah, and I also know the DNE
Yeah.
dance cover
Wow, you're so updated.
you girls did with one of my favorite MNL48 members, which is Shira. Yeah.
Oh, shy.
So yeah.
Okay. Wait, before anything, is your name in reference to the B52 song?
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah.
Love that song.
Yes. Okay. Oh, you're the first one to get that reference. Tell you the truth, you're the first one. Yeah. A lot of former members ask why Lock Robster. I have to go through a lot of song and dance to explain yeah, but yeah, it's based on the song Lock Robster. Just switch the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that
Because
song.
I'm called Robbie, I kind of played around with a nickname called Robster. That's why they call me that. So I decided to use that. Okay,
That's a good name.
play it around. Okay, so just to join in with Neo, I am also kind of obese and hard of losing weight as well. I think my weight gain started during COVID because I wasn't able to exercise outside anymore,
Right.
which is a shame. And I tried actually to get back to basketball, but I guess my knees couldn't take it anymore. But yeah, I'm actually planning. I got inspired by one former member, Thea, because she's been walking a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got inspired by her to start walking again.
Yeah.
So I'll start it today after we get off this live. That's a good thing. So morning, I'll just walk to the park and back.
That's great.
Maybe explore a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah. So it's good to see you. Good to have Oshi Talks back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the way from California.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's
All right.
important.
Since I already asked the questions in the chat, I don't need to ask you any questions anymore. I'm glad I was able to finally get up here on the live.
Yay!
Hey.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's now time
Okay.
for the virtual
Time to
tour. Ayan.
snap some pics and
Yep,
screenshots.
go ahead.
Okay. Ready? One. Oh.
So,
Okay. So Rob. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Okay. One more. Another one. All right then. 1, 2, 3. There you
All
go.
right. There we go. Okay. Yay. Okay.
you
Thank
so
you for
much.
joining us, Ira. Joining us for Oshi
Of course,
Talks.
it's such a pleasure.
hey,
Thank you.
Doc Arya, anything you want to promote or saan po namin kayo, saan clinic po namin kayo makikita?
Oh boy.
Well, you can check out my online clinic if you have any symptoms which you're worried about and you want to consult, or you need any medical advice for any health concerns. You can always message my Facebook page, which is Dr. Argarino's online clinic.
Contention, sorry.
Dr. Argarino's online clinic.
Oh, okay. Anything you want to promote? Social media? May ganap po ba kayo? Medical
For
mission?
those who are still watching, you can follow me on Facebook, Arya Carino, Instagram, that's where I'm most active. My Instagram is Arya Carino, ARIACARINO. Also here on TikTok. So, yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Doc Arya, for being with us here in this live. And actually, this is the first time of LT48 in 2026. And gandang bungad na Oshi Talks agad-agad.
Yes,
Yeah.
nabuhat na ulit.
Yeah, this is our first. Nabuhay muli ang Oshi Talks.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah,
very
you're our
excited.
13th guest on Oshi Talks.
The lucky
Lucky 13.
lucky and auspicious.
It's a lucky 13.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for that.
All right.
And
Thank you so
also let
much.
me, ano din, Let me use this platform as well that since Doc Arya is our 13th guest, actually, sa mga nagtatanong po kung bakit hindi namin ginaguest si ganitong member, like, daming mga nagtatanong that why we haven't featured Shecky, Colleen, Abby, Joyce, or something like that. We just would like to inform everyone that we are in constant communication with them, or more like we have sent them invites. It's just that they haven't they haven't replied back to our invitation. So we hope that you would understand the process of inviting members in our Osho Talks. And by the way, we would like to take this opportunity to thank Doc Arya for responding to our invitation. It's our
It
great
is my
pleasure.
pleasure. Really, thank you.
Yes.
And the way you work the invitation is spectacular. Like very, very pleasant. It was really an honor to be here in this interview.
What's
Yes,
about
it's
this?
great.
Hi.
Yes, great to have you, Doc, and great that we had learned a lot from you, from every little thing that you had shared here on our Osho Talks. So thankful to have you. Thank you so much, Doc Arya.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you had
You're
a
welcome.
pleasant evening.
Okay, then.
For this official wrap-up, sa ngalan po ng NFT48, this has been Nate, Edge, Kuya Joe, and Lock Crabs, and of course our special guest for tonight, Doc Arya Carino. So with that, maraming salamat po sa mga pumunta. And so meron kayo na manifest na episode na talent for Oshi Talks. Kami rin po nagma-manifest din po kami, just like each and every one of you. So with that, thank you so much, and have a good night, everyone.
Okay.
Good
Good night.
And this has been NT48. Those who were
Good night to you
Good night,
over
Arya.
there.
Also, don't forget to follow NFT48.official on our social media site. So, meron po kaming Facebook, NFT Space XLB Triple I. We also have our Instagram. We have NFT XLB Triple I Official. We also have our TikTok, NFT48.official. And of course, yun. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And good night, Philippines.
Okay. Yes,
Also,
Good night. We hope
as
to
well,
see
defy
you,
underscore
Arya,
dot
pero
official on all
hindi
of our
dahil may
social
sakit
media sites.
tayo, ha?
Yeah. Okay. Again, this has been NFT48 honoring those who were, supporting those who still are. Good night, everyone.
Support
Thank you,
those
Doc
who still
Arya.
are. Good night. Good night, Doc Arya. Good night,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye, Doc. Salamat, Doc.